Hello, welcome to the 2010 NFL preseason schedule, Week 2 picks. First off, we'll start off today on August 19th, Indianapolis at Buffalo. Buffalo, they could have been better. They could have been a better team with Ryan Fitzpatrick in the lineup last year. But what you're seeing from Trent Edwards is the same guy who played in college. He does have some talent, but he's only a long-term backup. Teammates just don't follow his lead. Indianapolis has one of the smaller, quicker defenses in the NFL. It's hard to keep them off balance, and especially when Manning runs a show of 10 points in 16 plays last week against San Francisco. Overall, I like the Colts 42-12. Next up, we got the Patriots and the Falcons, who will face each other at 7 o'clock Central Time on Fox. New England's strength is secondary, and even with Wilford, Spikes, and Mayo running down the middle, bringing a rush interior defense and play for cover guys, those are the strengths. Atlanta has a superb stable of running backs with talented passing games and a beefed-up veteran line, giving them balance in offense. This could be a shootout between the two elite quarterbacks. So bombs away, 33-31 Patriots. Next up on August 20th, we've got the Eagles and the Bengals. Clearly, Cincinnati has left room for improvement, but let's see if they can tolerate Kolb. We know he's not McNabb or Aaron Rodgers, but Andy Reid sees something more than we realize. It's hard to deal with the NFC East anyway, and especially with Leonard out, the second teamers should look interesting. I like the Eagles 37-33. Next up, we got Pittsburgh at New York Giants, 6 o'clock Central Time, and this is August 21st. Jason Pierre-Paul has the ability to be an elite pass rusher, and best thing about Manningham is himself. But Roethlisberger needs opportunities, and plans are very clear about it. I'll take the Steelers 18-17. At 6 o'clock for August 21st, Central Time, Baltimore at Washington. When Albert plays dominant, he really gets rid of ball carriers easily. Bolden and Stallworth have opened up the passing game too, but I'll say Baltimore 27-20. Next up, we got Miami at Jacksonville, 6:30 Central Time. It's a defining year for Garrard, quotes one Jaguar official. I'll say, well, only in preseason. 13-7 Jaguars. At 6:30 Central Time on August 21st, the attributes were very lacking for Kansas City, and they established direction, but with lots of weaknesses during this offseason. I'll say Buccaneers 21-3. At 6:30 Central Time on August 21st, St. Louis at Cleveland. Holmgren, he may have just influenced what Cleveland does on offense. Maybe Mangini can keep his job. Well, we'll see about that. Well, today, I'll say 34-13 Browns. At 7 o'clock Central Time, Houston at New Orleans. Breeze has everything. He's smart, durable, talented, athletic, and driven. But there's just one thing. He needs a plentiful backup quarterback, even though he rarely gets hit. I'll say 24-19 Saints. At 7 o'clock Central Time on August 21st, New York Jets at Carolina. Looks like Clausen is really pro-ready. And look for guys, maybe Jarrett and of course Steve Smith to burn gaping holes alive in the secondary. Revis, the Jets really need you back. 29-18 Panthers. At 7:30 Central Time, it's Oakland at Chicago. San Diego, they really show that Cutler, quote, was a punk just because of the Rivers-Cutler rivalry in a Christmas Monday Nighter a few years ago. With a 1-2 punch at the cornerback position, Johnson and Asamoah will certainly prove that Cutler has what I would say, quote, a 10-cent head. Sorry, Bears fans. Next up, we got Detroit at Denver at 8 o'clock Central Time. Tebow proved that he was a project to battle Quinn for the number 2 quarterback spot. And good news, Denver fans. You have something to be proud of. You have 2 Hall of Famers at cornerback, Champ Bailey and Brian Dawkins. I'll say 30-3 Broncos. By the way, the Oakland-Chicago pick, 14-13 Raiders. Dallas at San Diego, 8 o'clock Central Time. I really like what the Chargers have been doing. On a consistent basis, the last 5 years, there has been no better team talent-wise than the San Diego Chargers. 20-10 Chargers. At 9 o'clock Central Time, it's Green Bay at Seattle. Pete Carroll, he brings so much upbeat energy and college spirit. Who knew Golden Tate could bring big play with threats with Hushman Zada and Deion Branch? I'll say Seahawks 28-23. Oh boy, you know where this is going. He's back. Yes, Brett Favre has come to the rescue, the Minnesota Vikings, and will put guys in better decisions to win. Now remember, last year, in his first preseason game with the Vikings, it was a very narrow way for the defense to burn the Chiefs alive. I think the same could almost go the same way in San Francisco. The defense rolls over San Francisco 27-21 Vikings. And then finally, at 7 o'clock Central Time on ESPN Monday Night Football, Arizona at Tennessee. There's no way of knowing if the 5th year will change Matt Leinart's philosophy. And LeGarrette Blount's history has already fallen, so this game is all about fallen heroes, I would say. 13-10 Titans. And that wraps up week 2 of my preseason picks. So I gotta say, who you got?